Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Philosophical Podcast. I'm your host, Stay Jordan, and today I am joined by Emon and Luca.
Hello.
Hello.
And today we will mainly be going over the new Attack on Titan chapter, as we do every month on this podcast. But first, we'll be going through just a little bit of brief news that's been going on this week, and what's been going on and what we've been watching and discussing on the channel. But first,
The main news is the elections. We can't forget about
the
that.
election.
News.
You can lead that one if you want, because I keep getting confused
Like,
when I try to get updated on it.
Okay, so in theory, Trump's just I can't say many words right now. To him, but
Yeah.
let's just say he's being a prat about everything, and then I think the best thing is all the memes coming out.
Oh yeah, election memes are next.
Election memes are the best. And the fact that you have anime and elections, you wouldn't think it would work.
I'll tell you what, the best one I saw was when it was like the one I hope to, what was it? This person went, I hope to turn on the TV tomorrow morning, and this is what I see, and it's all purple and it's just Lelouch, and I was like, yes, I need that. I was like, that is incredible.
I mean, you know what? That's a good tangent because they're doing the collab with PUBG.
Yeah, where did that come from?
What is that?
Like,
but then when you said to me, so are we gonna have Lelouch killing people with frying pans? I'm like, you know what? That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Yeah, no, this sounds like prime meme potential. But yeah, it kind of out of nowhere. It was like, how is that even gonna work? I know it's PUBG.
Are they gonna have mechs, or is it just? Is it just a character? Or is it just a character model? That's it.
Yeah, I'm like, if it's mechs, I mean, fair play. That'd be pretty sick. I'd download that.
But I don't know if that's quite balanced out though.
No,
They don't have mechs.
Oh my god! But when I saw it, I was like, wow, we have reached peak fiction right here.
Yeah,
it was mad.
But yeah, elections or whatever. Just man, big boy Trump is just big prat.
I think he's lost that.
Also, without spoiling, shout out to Dabby who managed to top the word president in trending.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
How? Again, it's that thing. You know what? Last time we had something like remotely like that was like with Hillary Clinton with Pokemon Go.
Oh my god! Pokemon go to the polls.
Go to the polls. Like, I'm like,
that was incredible. Yeah, what a timeline!
yeah.
What a timeline! Oh.
Wasn't there another one like where if you Googled, I can't remember which anime it was. You Googled it and then it'd come up with the anime instead.
I don't know.
It's like it's like a month or two ago. I can't remember. It's something political. I can't remember who it was.
But if you Googled it, it can't with like.
Yeah, and then it'd come up with anime. It's like, okay, that's trending now.
That would have been all over anime Twitter. To be fair, I'm not surprised.
But yes, we're still the war's still going on. This arc is so long.
The arc just won't stop.
No, it's just I think Biden's already won this. From
the sounds of it, because you can tell that from the reaction.
The people who stayed up on the first night to pull an all-nighter.
Yeah.
Are in it.
Imagine, and the fact that Trump is probably the worst one in terms of contesting every single little thing. Like, I'm sorry, but they're not like. He's like, okay, there's something dodgy about this valet box, like like.
I saw like apparently like Bernie Sanders already predicted this was going to happen.
Ballot box, yeah.
Like he because he said what I see happening with the way things are now. He said is Donald Trump will come out and be all like, I've won basically.
Yeah,
and then all the mail-in ballots will come in. Which barely any of them will be Trump because he said not to do that. Yeah. And then when it comes through, they're gonna be like, he's gonna be like, it's all a hoax, and he called it all, and it's all happening now. So
the man openly said Biden's cheating, like just from the start, to cover his own ass. But I'm like, if anything, you're the one who's gonna cheat.
Yeah, he's like, why isn't there barely any of them Trump that's coming?
You're the one who's sus.
Oh, he is sus.
Whatever.
That's bare minimum.
Whatever, but I mean, that's the biggest thing that's happening in the world right now. Yeah. So.
No, yes, fair enough.
Still going on, but
all my other news things, there's only little ones. They look pretty minuscule now compared to what we just spoke about.
That's what I mean. Like, you can't get anything bigger than that off right now.
I mean, okay. On to the manga news. My Hero Volume 25. I was wondering how well it sell, and I managed to get like a stat about it topping basically the adult graphic novels in America. So it destroyed that by the sounds of it. I couldn't get like how many sold. but it looks like compared to like it's beat like Demon Slayer and it out.
Wait, were there any missing ballots?
No,
Just,
no.
Is that why you couldn't get the whole
The
count?
website said it accounted 85% of stores. Okay, so maybe there's some missing figures there.
And this sounds like a American stat.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Fake
so I
news.
don't know how valid it's going to be right now.
That's fake news, boys.
But definitely the cover, Shig is just
Beautiful.
Just,
Yeah. Man's the goat. But
they've done a really good job.
Also,
hold on, give me a second.
That's fine.
Yeah.
He's muting. Where's he gone? Oh, what was it?
What were you gonna say?
I'm gonna talk about. I was gonna say, I saw it today. I wasn't sure if it was worth mentioning, but I thought maybe we'd talk about it because we've watched it before. Is Promised Neverland season 2?
Yes, they had the new trailer come out.
Yeah, it was like a little ad. Like half of it was still series 1 stuff. But it was little news, and I don't know if they announced it then, because I can't remember. But basically, I found out it's coming out January 7th, 2021. Yeah. So that'll be series 2. I've read some of series 2, right? Ages ago, but then I kind of dropped it a bit.
I think the only thing is, again, it's gone through the same trend as Demon Slayer, where like the manga ending wasn't all that.
Yeah. That many series are suffering from that.
But I think this is happening with a lot of series, though, isn't it? In general, where they just can't seem to end it properly.
Yeah, that's true. And
I mean, it does have crazy shock value at the start. Season 1. Was really intense, and so I'm worried about how it's going to maintain that intensity.
Yeah, and this is the thing is so as one that's read. Not all of it, obviously, but part of, say, what Series 2 is going to be. It's kind of it still has shock value, right? But I feel like the tone of it changes a lot. When I was reading to me, right? Okay, this is me personally. The opening arc of Promised Neverland is, my favourite of all time as an opening arc, right? I loved that arc. I loved the way they done it in the anime and the manga, right? But it was more, almost horror. You were a bit, it was, thriller type deal, right? Whereas now, it is still...
Would you say it's more sci-fi now?
Yeah. You're
they're battling against these monsters now, isn't it?
There's no I mean, maybe that makes it scarier in a way, but there's no there's not a lot of really tight spaces. You know, how you're in that farm.
I see the way you say it, it's they were definitely more vulnerable in the first season, because they had no clue what they're up against. I think now they're starting to become more prepared.
Yeah, kind of thing. I would say that, and obviously they're still learning, but that's the thing is they go out and. There's all these things they face, and obviously at the end of the day they're still just children, so they're not really so it is still that kind of aspect of it, and there is shock value in that because it's still these kids versus these overpowered creatures. But I don't know, it's just a different feeling towards it just being mother and stuff like that. I don't know, it's a weird one. Like I said, I kind of dropped it a bit, mainly because I was reading it physically and I ran out, and then I didn't bother buying the rest. But I do want to. I want to know how it ends, basically, because I really do still like the characters. But so far, it felt like it dropped from a 10 out of 10 opening arc to about a 7 or 8 out of 10. But maybe the anime will save that because it might be really good, and I'm still gonna watch it, kind of thing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Also, I don't know if you guys have heard of this, right? But I saw it on my timeline loads, and the anime visual come out for it, and the opening theme got revealed or something for a series called "Don't Toy with Me, Miss Nagatoro," right?
I don't even start with that one.
Yeah, that one's gonna be controversial.
It's gonna be. So I've seen this. I've seen the cover art for this before, the manga before.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be another Uzaki-chan.
That's how I'm feeling. Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable with this whole lolly thing or whatever.
Yeah, it's the character itself as a character isn't as to me visually.
No, it's not. I don't think. I think I have read a few comments where people said that it's not as although they said it has a bit more adult themes behind it.
Yeah. More people like it.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
What is it called?
It's called "Don't Toy with Me, Miss Nagatoro."
It's not student trying to mess around with a teacher.
And it's I've seen stuff about it, right? And people like it. This is the thing, so I'll give them that. But then people also like Uzaki-chan, and I don't think I'm ever gonna watch that. Just because
no. I Uzaki-chan's just too much of a.
This one.
You can tell what they will go for,
face, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the face and everything, and I saw some panels from it before because, I said, people really spoke about it when it was coming out, and I don't know. Some of them are funny, but then some of them are just like.
It's like another controversial kind of series.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Like, it's like how you perceive the whole thing between student, teacher, whatever. Like,
yeah, it's gonna split the fan base. He's like a simp, but he's getting bullied because she knows he's simping, and it's great. Like on that perspective, it sounds hilarious. But then it's just like, I don't know,
at the same time,
everything else around
she's still a kid, isn't she?
Yeah.
I don't know, because like with Uzaki-chan, she's an adult, but with a.
It's just her.
Face.
It was like one, the jokes were a bit like, and like either way, and two, Uzaki-chan herself, like it's the design.
I hate the design. I can't stand it.
I don't understand these people.
Like it.
Like there was people.
These are just concepts that don't sit well in the West.
Because, this is it.
Yeah.
And
like like the way I say it is like they try to make her butters.
Yeah, and I've seen people say like, oh, don't you know that like smaller people can still have big boobs? I'm like, that is not the problem here. That you are not seeing the problem.
Of a child in an adult's body. Like,
it don't look right.
Her voice sounds so annoying.
That's
clip before, and I'm like, how do you like this shit? It's just.
I don't know, man. Like you said, actually, like seeing some clips from the show that got shown on Twitter, and I was like, no, that's not right.
I'm kind of glad that that bit of Twitter's died down. That was like people loved it. And it was like I wouldn't say everyone loved it because it was a very 50-50.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think this new one's going to be another one that splits the fan.
Yeah, it's definitely hit because I've seen so many comments around it.
This new one sounds even worse.
That's what a lot of people are saying. I don't want to say that because it might
like
not
I said,
be.
The fact that they said this one's a bit more adult theme, so I don't know how bad they mean by adult theme.
That's what I thought.
Uzaki-chan was trying to be more funny with it, but it's not funny.
No,
for us.
No, it's just a bit too weird.
Okay. So the one thing I saw was so this guy, I think they're in a cafe or a restaurant or whatever.
Yep.
And then he thought, oh, so you're with your little sister or whatever it was. And then he's like, no, she's in college. And then he looks down on her. And it's like, I was like, okay, this is like
no, it's too.
Even though technically, I know she's an adult, but it is very non-C behavior.
Yeah, just because of the shit like that.
Like shit like that. It's just like, no, thanks. Bye.
It's like Luca said. It's like comparing like what's like the norm in the East to the West kind of thing, all that.
Exactly. But I think the thing is, in the Eastern world, it's more accepted.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you can get away with that, but here it's like
there's worse shit out there, but that's like just because it hit kind of like mainstream kind of. Like, you know, like worldwide kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's why it's getting spoken about so
much. The thing is, with anime, I've seen plenty of anime. Like, I've kind of let it pass. Like, there have been plenty of controversial stuff. But, the whole anime is based around it. Like, no, I can't go anywhere
Well, this is how times have changed now because we have social media to, like, connect the world.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
people
with
can
anime
talk
getting
about
bigger
it.
Anyway. Like,
those old ones you might have seen, no one could talk about it or did talk about it.
Don't talk about it as much, No, didn't share as much. Yeah, I think that's also a big factor.
That's the thing with anime nowadays. It will definitely have that attention now. If it's very controversial, it'll be all over. Twitter,
this is it. Yeah. This is it.
You won't hear the end of it. So,
but yeah, I thought I'd bring it up for some debate. But that was some.
We all agreed.
We all agreed that we are not in agreement with that. But no, anyway, that's all I really had for the news. Anyway, that's why we only had little stuff really. But discussion. Did anyone read or watch anything interesting this week? Anyone been new?
I did read Black Clover there, but I can't say too much about that.
Yeah.
Very, like all I'll say is they revealed. So I think it was at the end of the previous chapter they revealed a new character.
Right.
It's a member for the Black Bulls.
Right. Okay.
Well, you know what? Actually, Luca, I'm gonna throw this question out.
Go.
So you've seen how like every like guild has like a vice captain, haven't you? Or most vice captains you see.
I haven't met all the vice captains.
Not all, but you would have seen like a few already, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like, so this one we finally get to meet the vice captain of the Black Bulls.
Oh no way!
Yeah, that threw me off because I never actually registered. I never actually thought about who the vice. I thought it was really one of the main characters.
To be honest, I just kind of assumed that like Yami had never appointed one.
Yeah, like it's either
he
that
just
or
couldn't
just
be asked or
that's
some
what I mean.
shit, you know.
But no, it is kind of Yami like a Yami-like behavior. You know what? I love Yami. Like his recent fights have been.
He always does unexpected shit.
He's literally my favorite. Like him and Noel are like my favorite characters. They did a character poll a couple weeks ago. For once, number 1 was Asta, but to be fair, Asta's had really good development. Number 2 was Yami. I think number 3 was, I think it might have been. Who was it? I'm trying to remember. I forgot the character. I don't know if it was him. I can't remember the order, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, a lot of animes sometimes they try to avoid having the main protagonist as number 1.
Yeah.
But this one, Asta actually does have good development. But Yami's fight is taking things to another level. But yeah, so the vice captain, he's a very interesting character. Like he actually relates. His design and like his design right now is just mind blowing. Like it's quite sick. But the thing is, you never actually think about it, do you? Like,
no, I never,
yeah. So I thought that was quite cool.
I assume the closest one was probably like Magna or Finral, because they seem to be like the older ones in the group.
Yeah, I feel so bad for Magna. Like I like him, but he's like at the bottom of the.
I feel like Inosuke is going to be treated like that in Demon Slayer, and that's what makes me sad because I like Inosuke.
Yeah. I don't know. Inosuke is still a lot. He'll still get better treatment than Magna does. Because Magna is always compared to Luck, and Luck's always seemed to be like slightly stronger, or just ahead of him.
Right.
That's how it's always portrayed.
Magna's like that story of another Asta, like a peasant can make it.
Just not as strong.
Also, because you have that background, you're also limited for the future. But I really like his powers. Really unique, and I think it's really cool.
Fair play.
Speaking of Magna and Luck, though, I watched a little bit more into the next arc of the underwater place, and I got to the point where Magna and Luck have that moment, and that was really sweet.
You were like, cool. So because you might have already seen it from the opening, when they fight the beast. Yeah. Like that is, I think that is, to be fair, that's probably like one of the better moments in the series when they tag team with each other.
Yeah. Because it hadn't really suggested that they were that close.
But... Right at the beginning, it didn't, but no, later on, it just showed there is a rivalry. If anything, I feel more sorry for Magna because Luck just shits on him.
Yeah,
he just acts like that little. Like Luck for me, I don't know. I don't know what's your opinion of Luck, but I find Luck to be really annoying.
See, this is the weird thing with Black Clover. Black Clover has so far taken all my archetypes and spun them.
It's like you're like the characters.
Luck is that smoke detector. You know, he's always in the fight, but there's just something about him that I don't like as much as like.
No, because Luck.
Do
you know what it is with Luck? He's too much of a man-child. Well, I
think that's the problem.
I think he's very naive. Like he'll go into battles without thinking, kind of like he is a bit of an airhead in that sense. But then again, I don't like how he shits on Magna. Like sometimes he's just literally proper shit housing, but whatever. But he does get more character development himself. But I know, especially for you with the shit you find out recently have been like mind blown.
I feel like I'm not going to see for a long time now because. I already hadn't seen him for about 10 episodes, and now
you won't see him for this arc. But no, don't worry, you'll see a lot of You will see a lot of Like
okay, cool.
This is building up to like the next big arc, because after Underwater, it'll be the next arc. It's not just gonna have it's gonna have all the other ones, especially Mary Lariona. The one Jordan liked as well. The fire lady. She's gonna be in it. I'm gonna be like, you're gonna really love her.
I might just need to start reading it, man. Just so when we all work out
read
today.
Them out. That's what I'm saying. You've got on the Viz app. Honestly, give it a shot. Like the thing is,
we can all talk about it then. And it sounds good. Like just from you.
It's really sick. It's really cool. Like because they have this thing called Mana Zone. I don't know if you've been introduced to it yet. Luca?
No, not yet.
So you'll find out more about it. But Mana Zone is like a it's like a area of your own ability. So like you cover a certain. I don't know if you have like a. I'm trying to make it less. I'm not giving away too much. But you basically expand out on the area with your own unique power, and then you kind of control that field.
Oh wait, that what did when he was defending the city?
So he did something like that with Mana Zone. Yeah, that's kind of like a glimpse of it.
Okay.
But there's like different levels to controlling it. like, especially like someone like like Euless, the king, the Wizard King.
Yeah.
He's like on god tier level. Like his mana zone expands out like on a level of a country. Like.
Oh, okay. So like the further you can spread it is the more powerful.
Yeah, to be fair, it's not even necessarily about how far you can spread it, but it depends on how unique your ability is. Because certain people like Yami's one is cool because his one's literally the black zone, the black hole. Sorry, like so. But his mana zone, he can like either increase the space or compress it.
Oh no.
Okay.
But like shit like that is so sick. That's what I mean. Like, but Yami's like, especially actually the first time you see something like, obviously you saw the fight against Lish, didn't you? When they all tag team. But Yami's fight in this one is really cool because it's kind of like he does his typical thing where he has to surpass himself. Or like that quote he always says, "Surpass your limits."
He's stuck in the room with that old
man
at the moment.
Yeah. That's gonna be very vital, but yeah, I definitely enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
Some people it's a bit weird because some people liked it, some people didn't like the arc as much, but I thought it was cool.
We'll see. Yeah, just finished on that Luca Magna bit. So second, I think that was like the end of the first half of it, I guess.
Yeah, that was it. I don't know what else. I mean, obviously, you guys already covered like My Hero and One Piece already for the in the videos already.
My Hero and One Piece were pretty good this week. I mean, My Hero leading up to what's going to be like a massive chapter. I got a little bit spoiled for next week, but I'm looking forward to it. Big moments.
That's what I say. Everything I got spoiled the other week, like I'm just avoiding. I just mute half those pages.
Leaks
now.
are a horrible thing. Leaks are a horrible thing. I
literally... The worst one is when you leak the last page.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even funny. You guys remember? I put it on that chat like 6 o'clock in the morning when I woke up because I went for work or whatever, and I opened my app for like 0.5 seconds. First post, bang, and I'm like, oh shit! So I was like, is that a fan art?
To be fair, like the thing is, I predicted the thing with Asu coming into the battle to help out Uraraka.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect Nejuri to have her moment though. Like I'm like, she's my favorite. Like in terms of the female, she's like probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
But like the fact that it's still taking on Shigaraki, although Shigaraki, whatever state he's in.
No,
I really hope she gets a fight.
Yeah, so do I, to be honest. I really want to see more of her as well. I think a lot of people do.
I think, to be fair, the big three kind of needs a bit more redemption for themselves.
I got hurt the other day. I saw a post, right? And it said, wow, they really about to make Nejuri fall as hard as Bleach did from the big three. And I was like, that one hurt. I was like, that one hurt. I was like... My heart. I was like, no.
Wow. You can't say that. You can't say that because it's still the big three.
Yeah, I was gonna start a big argument.
I think you know what, like on a bit of a side topic, like the whole thing about people being so fixated on the big three, like there's a new generation of anime now. Like
definitely.
This is what I mean. Like the big three was big three because they're the big, like they were competing with each other all the time.
Yeah, that was such a that was such a peak.
That's what I mean.
For shonen.
That's what I mean.
Like, it was...
You could that's what I mean. You could like Bleach more than this, or you could like Naruto more than that, or One Piece. Like it does. Like for me, I loved all three.
Yeah, exactly, and they're all going at the same time. That's why the big three is called that era.
That's
basically.
What I mean. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best anime for all time, but it's kind of like, you know what I mean. Like for some people, it might be.
Yeah, and those three series are what pulled in so many people. It pulled me in. Like Bleach pulled me into that.
It was the most. It's the most that pulled, like, other than like Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
I think it pulled in the Western audience a lot more.
Yeah, like I can say Dragon Ball introduced me to it, but would I have stayed into the anime fan base had it just been for Dragon Ball, or was it Bleach when I watched that and I was like,
yeah, that's fair enough. Like, it's different. It's different for every person.
That's what I mean. But that was such a big era.
And like this whole notion of what's the next big three, a big five or four, whatever, is a Black Clover, My Hero, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right now there isn't that in that sense because they were being shown weekly. The only series right now that's being shown weekly is Black Clover.
Yeah.
But like that depends. Like that. I mean, technically, I can see a point for it to be like the next set.
Yeah.
Like the next set of big animes.
When someone says like the big three, right? Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, why can't My Hero ever be in it? It's not about it's not about me or whoever saying, oh, nothing can ever beat these three, right? It's just those were the big three back then. kind of thing. You can
It's
have
a very,
like,
it's a very mix. They don't understand the meaning behind it. They think it's the best 3 anime in the world.
It doesn't mean I don't think any of the
that.
newer series I think are better than say
It's
some
emotion.
of the older ones and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, like My Hero now are definitely on their level. You know.
Yeah, like that's the next level. That's like the current shonen. That's like Shonen's current best one right now.
This is what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
So and it's doing the same kind of effect. Maybe not as like culturally like impactful as some of those older series, but it's bringing so many fucking people. I mean,
but you know what's funny though? In terms of the Western world, it's hit very well.
So
like,
mad, yeah.
Like I'm seeing even just randomly, I've seen a lot of a younger audience. Like I saw someone, I can't remember on Twitter, or whatever I saw the other day. Like they're celebrating their birthday, but they had like a My Hero themed birthday.
Yeah.
I'm like, I tell you what the problem is with like anime fans nowadays or whatever is that they treat it like football almost, like you have to pick one and support it to the end.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
not.
I think social media doesn't help because
the way Twitter and stuff
social media
and that is like
it can be very toxic, or it's like the issue is especially like if you follow like a fan account, you know they're gonna be biased towards that anime. But
there's people that push agendas like and put other ones down. That's what gets me a bit, you know.
I don't like, that's what I'm saying. I don't like when people are like, oh, this is the best anime, shits on all other anime. Come and fight me. It's like you could be like, in my opinion, this is my favorite anime. That's fine, but you can't be like, facts. This is the best anime ever. Like, sometimes you could even if you're gonna go by that argument, technically you could go by, oh, Demon Slayer is probably like the best-selling anime movie right now.
Oh yeah. So it's the best.
But it doesn't necessarily. That's what I'm saying by that logic. But it's not, because I think if those animes technically were released now, those movies and series would be doing bigger than what Demon Slayer or anything did.
I think the worst thing, like the worst format to ever come to Twitter, or Twitter in general maybe, was that picture of that arrow. Because that has invoked so much anger from people. When you just have like...
I hate the like the fact that people are like, this is better than this. It's like
and then instantly people are on that post like going ham, no matter what post it is, like no matter what someone's saying this is better than this.
But I hate the fact that people like, why do you have to go at war? Why do you have to have arguments?
I know.
I think it's so irrelevant. You like what you like. You don't just like you can love an anime that's not even that big.
You
can love a really shitty ass anime if you want.
And that's one thing I like about like
you've got to go into every series, not watching it to see what you can hate about it. That's to see what you can enjoy about it. You know,
it's like obviously me and Jordan watch like a lot of Afros a lot. They shit on One Piece, but I guarantee you half of them love One Piece. Do you know what they sometimes do? They're like, but low key, like they're like, oh Luffy, who the fuck is that? Luffy, Monkey D, whatever. And it's like. And then there's like, but low key, I'm on like 50 episodes right now. I can't. Like, you said that in the podcast before. I'm like, but why are you shitting on it? I don't care if it's a joke or whatever, but like,
get some likes. You know. It's whenever like Afro now like low on clout, they throw like a One Piece thing, or just like a big
and then they're like,
thing.
and they're a bit of a hypocrite. And they're like, but low key, I love watching that shit. It's like, why do you shit?
And the same should be said though for if you don't like a series. Like it doesn't matter if you don't like it because it's just not for you. Like
that's why you not every series. Not every series compatible with everyone.
Yeah, just don't.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, like if you just see, that's the thing, right? It's like I know it sounds really like chill, like don't spread the negative vibes, right? But if you just see someone like enjoying, like, oh, I posted a fan art of like whatever, or like I really like this episode, don't be like, oh, that shit fucking sucked. Like it's just gonna put a downer on the guy's mood and that. It's like
the thing is, you always have those people that always try to shit on the series or whatever, or like they're like, that episode has shit animation. Look at this clip or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like
it pinpoints it so much now. Like
I don't know. I'm like, for me, for me especially with anime, I don't care about the animation as much as long as it's good content, like plot and everything.
Yeah. As long as don't get Seven Deadly Sins treatment of that massive drop.
Like that. Like, the thing is, with Seven Deadly Sins, if it started off like that, then you could get away with that shit, I guess, to a certain point. But then it wouldn't be as good anyway. But if your anime had better animation at the beginning and then it has shit animation by the third season, then you're gonna question it. Like,
that is it. It's a tough one. And like I get it. Some of the jokes are funny, innit? Some people
so it's a meme culture. Like you had a Dragon Ball Super episode 3. Like
that got
in the movie. The movie blew out. Like the movie was so good for that. And then for some reason, the anime, like, oh my god, like it looks like someone just I don't even know how they even managed to animate that.
Yeah, and I think people just have to like don't take one video you've seen and then judge the series from that.
Yeah.
And two, don't like take it so seriously as well. Like if you see someone, as an example, like we've been watching Haikyuu, right? And there's been some dodgy animation frames.
Yeah,
recently,
this season has had a lot of dodgy frames.
But I've seen people going in and being like, "Oh, this is why I don't watch it." I'm like, "You're missing out." I'm like, "If you not want, because of that,
people
like you might not enjoy it, but
people like to focus on the negatives too much.
Yeah, this is it.
And it's like you miss out such great anime just because you saw this one little shitty animation. Yeah. There's so many factors you have to count where the studios that have a certain budget. With COVID right now, how many staff they have to animate all the stuff. Like, there's a lot of factors. You know, they can't keep it consistent all the way through.
And at the same time, if someone posts, say, like a screen cap from that and makes like a funny joke, but they don't mean it like if it ain't saying like Haikyuu fucking sucks. Right?
Yeah, like if it's a meme, a meme's a meme. But if you're like shitting on the anime,
don't take it so seriously then. Kind of thing, but I don't know. It just it winds me up a bit, but.
Yeah,
I think that's any community, not even just anime. You know, like that you're gonna get that.
No, but I think that's because of social media that allows people to be
that kind of
negative.
stuff just puts a downer on me, like on the timeline and stuff. So,
but I think with anime, for me though, it's a shame that people have to follow what everyone else likes. In that sense, like you like what you want to watch. Don't tell like you could be like that one person that loves Boku no Pico for all I care. Like that's your thing. Fair enough. I'm not gonna
go for it, fella. Yeah. I'll soft block you. But like, go for it on your own terms, by any means.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like, you can like whatever you like.
No, this is it. It's like, and you always find like a community for it. Like I did it with Bleach and stuff. Like when I joined Anime it was like a lot of people hating on Bleach. People, it was getting joked.
That's what I'm saying.
But you still
you don't have to follow those pages.
No,
you know,
that's what I stopped doing.
If you don't like them. That's it. Fine. You don't need to go into a war. But that's Twitter or whatever with you.
Twitter discussion. That's what that turned into a discussion.
Anime at the end of the day is your opinion, what you like. You know, whether everyone else thinks it's trash, but you love it. That's you. You know.
Yeah. And my opinion is that Jujutsu Kaisen is peak fiction right now. So here we go. But no,
I'm gonna be that one guy. No, I'm joking.
It's mid.
I'll be that guy and say no, it's not. My hero is.
I'll fight you. Honestly, I'll fight you. No, what was it? No, they've all been good recently. I've actually said like I think I said it might have even said it in one of our videos last week, Luca, when we was together. But the chapters right now is like some of the most peak shonen I've seen in terms of like what's going on at the same time. Because I was talking about the big three. But oh my god, like you're saying what's going on in Black Clover. I don't even read Black Clover, right? You're talking about Black Clover. I'm talking about like, you know, JJK at the moment is in like one of its climactic arcs, like kind of like a big one that's been built up to.
My Hero.
Yeah, you got My Hero in like one of those kind of arcs, and One Piece at Wano, and then from the sounds of it, what's going on in Black Clover, and I'm like, this sounds like a sick time to be into shonen, you know? Like
that's what I mean. Like, it was fun because with the big three, it was the anime that made it even bigger.
Anime and they're all going.
And now it's like the manga is like really peak, like you said. Like I have even like the big three didn't have it all at once with the manga.
No, and I think
because technically they were on different points in terms of their arcs, weren't they? The big three.
Yeah, I think Viz, to be fair to him, have helped out so much with that, making like that app where you pay like £2 a month and you get all the chapters.
Yeah, like you know what, like we're not gonna say, like we haven't looked at manga online before, like
no,
you know,
yeah.
But like
that
you know, I always support the industry. You know, I always say like now it's kind of like, you know, if you have a job or whatever, if you have the money or whatever, like, you know, help support the industry. You know?
Yeah,
for
£2 a month.
The mangakas say, don't they, that the best way to actually support them and their series is to buy
the shit.
Which is why, like, for most of the series,
that's what I try to do now, like buy merch or whatever with that anime. Like, if it's an official one, then because it's like you say, it supports the authors and everything, because then it's kind of like a notion of people actually love my series. Like, fair enough, it's online. You can have views, but if people actually start investing into your anime, then it's kind of like, you know.
No, it's true. It's very true. But yeah, I'm glad to see more of it. I'm glad to see like things. I know. I could have said that in the news actually, but the Jujutsu Kaisen, since the anime started, obviously this month and everything, sold the highest it ever has. It sold like 1.8 million this month or something, which is like the top it's ever had, which is good. I think it's deserved it from how well the anime's been taken so far.
I think that's why it's helped it out.
Yeah, I thought I'd see so much more hate for it than I have. But so far it's been like, from what I've seen, maybe it's who I follow, but it's been pretty positive. Some things here and there, but then usually you can just tell they're trolling. So
But yeah, like, but that's what we said already. Well. There are those people out there on Annie or whatever that do that. It's just for attention.
So far, like I said, it's been a generally good reception from people who
But it is mad though, like, because obviously because there's more exposure to anime now, because more people are watching it compared to like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Numbers wouldn't be nowhere near the same. Like,
no.
Like, but the fact that if you had the big three in this generation right now,
how well, like,
imagine how much more it would have probably sold out.
Fucking, I saw something the other day, right? Bleach, right? Like talking generally, like it's like the weakest out of the big three, right? Like, in terms of like popularity, but it was finished saying like in TV Tokyo's, I think was it quarterly or half a year, something like that. Like
whatever. The review.
It got like I couldn't believe it. It was still like third, or fourth. And I was like, Jesus
well, you know what's funny though? When you see like even stuff like it's a bit. I know Crunchyroll isn't the best example, but on the popular series, you always see the big three.
Oh no!
Even like
yeah.
Like
right.
You know what I mean? Like One Piece was an issue in the UK because of the licensing.
Yeah, but now it's over here. It's still like.
But they still don't have all the episodes available though.
No, they're gradually adding it on
the recent ones, but but like you'd always see on the popular list all the time, even though those series finished, like Shippuden finished, Bleach finished, but like they're still there. You know?
Yeah, Shippuden and Bleach have. Whenever I've went on the Crunchyroll like popular page, have always been in that like top 20, 30 or whatever it is.
Yeah, like another manga like. Even though the series is a bit iffy, but like the Boruto manga is so good. Like, It just Boruto I find it more frustrating. The anime is just cucking it up a bit with the fillers. Like some of the fillers are good, some of the fillers are really shit. Like they don't have that consistency. And Boruto as a character, I don't really like him. So.
He does that.
Like do you know what? If the series was around Sarada, I probably would prefer that.
That fair play.
I think she's a better character for the series.
I haven't read it. I found her more interesting in the film and that, though. I do get where you're coming from.
Yeah. But I think with that, you prefer watching the older characters. Well, for us, it would be like the older characters.
Of course, yeah. I mean,
anytime you have Naruto, Sasuke, that's it. I don't really give a shit about the kids.
Yeah. Whenever something pops up and it's like, even like a character like Konohama. I watch that fight scene quite a lot now.
Yeah.
That one where
you know what I mean? You see the clips. Like, have you seen the one recently where I watched this? So basically, Sarada and Boruto, they got spanked by an enemy really badly, like they almost died.
Oh shit!
Even Mitsuki was so bad. Like Mitsuki, who has Sage Mode, still couldn't win.
Yeah. So it's a tough customer.
But like, so with Sarada, like Sakura was trying to test her will, like her resolve, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they actually had a bit like Sarada was training with Sasuke. I love those little things, when they're training with the parents and all that.
Yeah.
And then Sakura actually fought against Sarada, and I was like, you know what? Like I actually enjoy that stuff because there's kind of like you can see the skill gap, but like you can see similarities in the fighting styles as well.
Yeah. Oh man, stuff like that's what makes it, man.
Even like Boruto, like he learned a new style of Rasengan, but like that's cool. I don't mind shit like that. But if it's like really shit filler, no thanks.
Also, right, I should have put this in the news as well, but I'll put it now because we're talking about like next gen things, right?
Yeah.
Luca sent it to me today, an interview from Kubo that he must have done recently, right? But it kind of blew my mind, right? But so there's only one artwork he's done, and he went it for the Jet Art book, right, of Kazui and Ichikai, and it's and it's the one where they're like a little bit older, like they're like I want to say like teens maybe or older kids kind of thing, like
more like teens or whatever. Yeah,
teens.
Yeah.
And she's sitting there, and she's got a bag, and she's got like a red ribbon in her bag, right? And the guy asked him, very keen eyes, saying like, "Oh, is this a reference to Ikaku?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, you noticed." He's like, "Yeah, she's been training with Squad 11," and I was like,
"That's
mad." I was like, "What?" And when Lucas said it to me, I was like, "What?" And then he was like, "Oh yeah, I put it in there." He's like, "But I don't know if I'll do anything with it yet." And I'm like, "You."
You know what's funny though, because with that thing, you can refer it back to Renji because he did temporarily. Did temporarily work with Squad 11, didn't he?
And you know what's got me thinking as well? I know, like, she's just got the sword in that little bag thing she's got, right?
Yeah.
But what if, like, the reason maybe not just Squad 11, but maybe she trains with Ikaku is one, because Ikaku and Renji are quite close.
That's what I was going to say. If anything, Renji's told Ikaku to become captain.
Yeah, but what if her Zanpakuto was, like, a staff or something as well?
Yeah.
That would be...
Oh, we don't know. That's the thing.
Yeah,
if it is, then that could be a better reason to be trained by,
Ikaku, that'd be mad.
My heart really likes the idea of like an Uncle Kenny.
Oh yeah, Uncle Kenny.
I love it.
Oh my god, I need the little. Oh, and there's little Nemu and everything.
Ken-chan.
Oh,
we're not gonna see her anymore though.
I know.
Yeah, I know. It actually breaks my heart when I think about it.
Well, technically, she's alive. But
yeah. She's just like he's Bunkai, basically.
Yeah,
he's
the Bunkai. She's the true representation of his.
Yeah.
It's funny though. For the longest of time, the fact that his Zanpakuto was there.
Yeah.
It just.
Man. I'm like, people were like, I saw someone today say it was like an arse pull, and I was like, man, that was like. I'm like, that just makes the most sense. The minute you heard it, you were like, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. She's always with him. Like, it makes like so much sense. But nah,
yeah.
I want I really want some more of Kazuya and Ichikai so bad. But I don't know if we'll ever get it.
I would love to see. The thing is with Kazuya, like, if he ever got trained by Ichigo or Urahara or anyone like that,
has he got any training, or is he just a normal
anything?
kid? But then again, he can see Ichikai, and he must have been introduced to Rukia, Renji, and everyone.
But isn't it curious to know whether if he has full bringer powers as well? Because technically, both his parents do have that.
Yeah, no, and who knows what that power is? Because obviously, he shows at the end of the series, and he has his Zanpakuto and everything.
Yeah, obviously, he could go. He could become a substitute Soul Reaper.
Has this man just as overpowered as Ichigo in terms of that? Like, in terms of like how much stuff he's got in him? I'm guessing he hasn't got.
That's what I mean. Well, because obviously with Ichigo, he's a hybrid of everything.
Everything, yeah. So. No, that does interest me, and like you said,
bro, if you had, can you imagine that if you had all of Ichigo's abilities, or like anywhere near it, and he had Orihime's, like it's not healing, but you know her powers to revert.
That would make me so happy if we got.
Aizen described it as she made it happen by a miracle.
You know, I just get excited thinking of like an extended Bleach series. It's never gonna happen, but oh my god, like it would be so good.
But then again, you may fear that if they get the Boruto treatment, don't bother with it.
No, that would be scary. I gotta say, but
I don't think it will happen though in that sense because you never know. It could come back. It could come back.
Never honestly, I said it. I think I said it in our thing because we talked a bit about Bleach in the last podcast, me and Luca, and I said. The thing with the anime coming back, why it's so major, is because it blows everything wide open. Like, it's not like it's not even like a game reveal which would have been sick or anything like that. It's like now all of this is possible potentially.
You know what's funny? Like, because even look at series like Inuyasha, it's come back.
It's come back.
You know, with the future, they've got their kids now.
Yeah.
Like, any series can come back in the future. You know, like there's nothing stopping you from doing it. And then, especially with Kubo right now, with like you had the Bleach anime coming back with the Fight for 1,000 Year Blood War and Burn the Witch.
Burn the Witch, yeah.
So
he's in his bag. It's mad.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Depending on how he allocates his time, he could make a series out of it. He might make a short. I don't know.
Oh man, there's so much they could do. Films, games, whatever. Like you don't know how big he's thinking about this project, but
we need a game. I think a
game would be so nice. A good console game.
I love that, but like we haven't had one. We didn't have a
Gin light novel. I said this last week.
You wanted a Gin light novel. I know. To be fair, Gin light novel would be incredible.
I know, light novel would be cool to see his perspective of everything he's done. It's even like when he's around Aizen and what he was thinking.
King and things like that. Yeah, no, it would be dope.
Like, did you know about Aizen to that extent when he was a kid? You know,
I mean, we've got extended backstories now on like Kaname and stuff. So, say on Gin wouldn't be too far fetched. It would be very nice as well, and not like it would sell.
Kaname would be another good one.
Yeah.
That one.
Well, the thing is, Can't For Your Own World goes over more about how he got in his situation, and that's what I mean. Like, actually, that's coming out this month. I'm looking forward to that. It's the second part. But no, so I'm like, a Gin one isn't out of the realm's possibility. It just depends on if you can get someone to write it and like what he'd want to do with it. Because a lot of the stuff he's doing, I feel anyway. I'm not sure if he'll do it, but I feel like the stuff he does now will be stuff potentially in the future, like in terms of like of the series, rather like a Can't For Your Own World again or something like that. But maybe I'll be wrong.
Always an opportunity, or I don't know if it'll ever happen, but they could always bring out OVAs. Like,
it'd be so nice.
Did a wonderful series because it is possible for any series for light novels to be converted into OVAs.
Yeah,
we've already seen it, so.
I'd love to see it.
Or hear me out. Bring him back to life.
Just bring him back. Just bring out Uncle Gin.
We were. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He might not be dead. He might just be dead.
He might just be dead. Find him in the human world. Oh man.
But technically, they're all dead in the Soul Society.
Imagine if they found basically Kazooie and that they found the reincarnated Geen, but he's young. That'd be mad. In the human world, he went full circle.
I still find it funny how people were like, with the way when like he poked his hand through the hole, like the dimension rift of Yonwash.
Yeah.
The remains. Like, oh my god, he's so overpowered! He just destroyed him.
Everyone was like that. Yeah, he was just like.
the thing about powers diminishing, or like that dimension was just diminishing anyway.
Right,
go.
It was like one of the last traces, isn't it? And they were trying to get rid of it. And
last trace left, but it's just convenient that he just poked at it.
Yeah. Oh, big up Kazooie, man. Oh, I want.
But what I'm saying, people took that like the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because people are like, oh my god, he's so broken at that age. He could beat Yonwash and everything. It's like I
don't
think that's what I meant.
I don't think that's what Kubo was going for. No.
But whatever.
But anyway, I've spent way longer on this discussion than I thought I would. But
it's always good to have. I mean, technically, it is all on the anime themes, manga,
of course,
and all that, isn't it?
And I can't help it when I start talking about stuff like that, like all the old ones and like Bleach and that. But
and the one final news.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan next month.
Attack on Titan.
You know, what pisses me off, they keep reusing the same trailer on that page.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, is it a new trailer? Is it a new trailer every time?
I got proper done in by this post the other day. I sent it to Luca, right? And it was literally, like how someone creates the name and everything.
Yeah.
Well, this guy went the extra mile, right? He had like a Mappa profile picture, had like Mappa info or something, and then it was all in Japanese. The only thing was like
it looked like it's real.
Yeah, and it was like trailer 2, and I started watching it, and it was like some fucking meme, and I was like, brilliant. Yeah. I was like, fantastic.
They're never gonna give another trailer, are they?
No, that's gonna be what we get till
I would have thought they would have had one more trailer.
I thought they would have, yeah. I thought there was definitely because of how early they released that one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like most animes, they do like a few teaser trailers, and then.
To be fair to them, they did give a lot away.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They do give a lot away, but if you're not a manga reader, then there's a lot of stuff you just wouldn't get.
Yeah, and I must say, like that was a long trailer, right? If they, like when they posted that one, if that was more of a teaser, right? Say like it was just a Falco bit of him looking up.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been okay. And then if we'd got, say, about now, like just like a couple of weeks ago, if we'd got a fuller trailer, that one basically, now I could get that, right? But I know what you mean. They give us that big full trailer and then left us till December. So, but no, I'm looking forward to it a lot. Mappa has done bits for Jujutsu Kaisen so far, but obviously Attack on Titan is a completely different animal. So we'll have to see how they do with that. Not really worried about like the action scenes, the fight scenes or anything. Just more how they do the storytelling and all that. Like, because obviously that's like the story and like the dialogue is the most important bit of Attack on Titan, basically. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that very much. Still don't know how they're going to do it in one season.
Of Attack on Titan, are we ready?
But yeah, let's get on to what we're supposed to be talking about.
1, 3, 4, let's go.
So yeah.
Spoilers ahead, so if you're not up to date with the Attack on Titan manga, stop now.
Stop now. Click off. Thank you for watching.
It'll be anyway.
Yeah. I doubt you would have clicked on this without it, but no. But yeah, if you don't want spoilers, click off now. But yeah, I mean, fucking what a chapter, man! Oh my god, Isayama just don't stop that. Man.
Like you described it as a hell of it's a build-up chapter for what's going to lead to the next chapter.
It was a next level build-up chapter.
Event to the next chapter. I didn't expect them to even from the beginning them to transition like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Should we start from there then?
Yeah.
That was the beginning. Yeah.
First panel is Historia in labour.
Yeah.
She's
they seem pretty comfortable. I think she's actually in a better position than most people at that point. But yeah, like oh my god.
I don't know at that point. To be in that position was
she's actually one of the luckiest people in the world at that point. But no, yeah, she's in labour and we were chatting about it before the podcast now, but we don't know what this baby's going to be. I have my own little thing on it, what I think.
Everyone is obsessed with who the father is.
Of course.
Eren is winning the polls at the moment.
I think Eren makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's spoken about, what the significance of this child is actually going to be.
That's what I mean.
Jordan had a really nice thought before we started.
Yeah, so. Well, basically because anyone that's seen also the little when he teased it like years ago now, the final panel, right? It's someone, we don't know who. Some people thought it might be Grisha holding Eren, right? But they said that the final panel is basically like this kid, and it says something about being free. Now, my little theory about it is that this kid that's going to be born, basically this fight that they're doing now is going to be finished by the time that baby's born. And when that baby is born, he might be the first, as we say, the first true person, or like
the new world, like the new order
of the
like,
new world, and the first baby that's going to be free. So the whole essence of freedom, that child will be per se free in this new world. That's my theory.
You're going to name it Free.
yeah. Well, either that or Isayama's just going to depress us and the baby's going to be dead. So I don't know, but you know what it's like.
In the crowd of people we saw when they were like praying and all the shrines.
That was so dark.
Like, you even saw the baby being like, the mother like falling off the thing, the cliff,
the mother like getting rid of the baby. Oh my god.
I don't know if she was going for like a 3-point now.
No, don't even, bro.
I'm joking.
Oh my god.
It was like.
No, she.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like reality is really. I mean, I know we had the chapter, like a couple chapters before, with those little kids in the mountain and everything, and then them actually being trampled, even after Eren was apologized. Well, before Eren was apologized for the whole thing, but like. The world is fucked.
Yeah,
like,
everywhere.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have all these colossal titans just still stomping on people.
Stomping on people, just destroying, as I said, like ancient monuments and stuff. Like,
that's what I mean.
Like, we're focused on where our main characters are, but like we forget like these colossal titans are spread like
everywhere.
Around the world,
everywhere.
Yeah,
it's insane. It's so cool, but at the same time, so dark. Like.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
If anything, the main characters are safer where they are in the plane.
yeah.
Than being on land.
And then you got all the parents, like the parents of the warriors and stuff, saying like at least they're on Paradise, and obviously we know they're headed.
Reiner's and Annie's parents.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh man. But
so we don't have like loads of dialogue for a while. We just get like panels of
pictures,
the colossal titans.
Yep.
And then we have this really like deep like monologue from the airbase commander, and he says the one line that really sticks out to me is like that devil was born to return the hate we gave it, and it's like a shot of Eren, and it's like, firstly that panel is like really sick, but also just
very
unbelievably deep, man.
It is the thing that it's like. This is the punishment human beings are receiving now. Because of what they did. They broke the law of order with, especially like you said, like with the demon.
Their revenge
is consumed by hate.
Yeah, this hate is what created Eren, essentially.
Exactly. In that little island, he created that monster. It's mad. It's such good storytelling.
Well, the thing is, the fact that they started in a secluded area, and where they are now, it's just like
how they developed. Isayama's a masterpiece, man. Like Isayama, oh my god. But yeah, that bit got me as well.
We had all the blimps, all the soldiers going into battle essentially.
Because they took all the ships, didn't they? So they couldn't get out the other people, or like.
No, so basically, it's literally like this is all they have left, just like their last resolve kind of thing, and like they're dropping like explosive barrels and all that, but they can't even get near the Titans.
They have
to like drop it from a higher altitude, lowering the accuracy and stuff. Accurate, yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell.
I think at the same time it is more of a panic as well, isn't it? Like they're just desperate. They're just like.
That was like humanity's, meant to be like humanity's last strike kind of thing.
Yeah.
To get rid of Eren, to stop all of the rumbling.
Even the commander was basically, the way he was saying it is literally like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
like,
it's crazy because now they're
literally on a cliff's edge. So like,
they're really.
I mean, ultimately they know they're screwed.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Exactly. And this is what I was going to say, was like they're really emphasizing the fact that this really is the last stand for humanity in general.
Yeah.
Because some of these people, even though obviously, because you would be anyway, like as a human, you'd be scared. But more and more of these normal people are willing just to die. Like, as long as, like, humans continue on, if that makes sense. Like, humanity continues. And this kind of, like, thing of, like, these random people and that sticking out their necks and like treating, even though they don't see it as that, like they treat it as if their lives almost mean nothing comparatively.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't, like in the whole grand scheme of things, which is really dark. But it's like, it's just mad, and
like he said,
brilliant so far.
Like, I swear not to make the same mistakes if humanity still exists tomorrow. So like,
yeah. So I think that's like
really the mindset. Like,
I think that's like their last hope to like they're just praying for any kind of miracle, isn't it?
Definitely. Oh man, and then what was it? And obviously, we got the bombings. They're all.
And then we had a big boy Titan come out just nowhere.
I couldn't believe that. When he was like, after like I was like, we haven't heard about Zeke in a while. We got it last chapter, and then all of a sudden, what was it, out the bones and stuff? Like, it looked like a drip or something. I don't know if it was like veins or what, but then it just, I don't know.
It just morphed into the thing, and and then you see friggin' the ape Titan doing ball throws or with rocks.
Oh yeah, he done his thing. Like,
yeah, he did his thing like the typical. But this time he's aiming for blimps.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm like, is Zeke actually in there though?
Like, I don't know. I don't think it is Zeke.
I think it's Eren manifesting him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think subconsciously, I think he's creating an image of what Zeke did before.
But then they all seem to think, or they like them lot seem to think that it's still Zeke because they want to get him out, basically, or like kill him.
It might be him in there, but like I don't think he's controlling it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh man. And then fucking Levi, oh my god, the one line I needed was like calling him like just, oh, there's the fucking monkey or something. Yeah. And I was
Levi said if he's gonna get anyone, he's gonna get Zeke. Doesn't even care about anything else right now. He's just like,
I need that. I need it.
But then, is it really redemption though if he's not actually fighting Zeke? You know what I mean?
And Isayama's gonna make that apparent. It's not gonna be as satisfying as we all think. But
that's what I mean.
Need it. But
I mean, I need any of my Levi crumbs at this point.
Yeah, this is it. I want to see him do. He's got one thing left in him, Levi. Even if he dies doing it, he's got something left in him. I'm sure.
Like, go out. You know, you're the last one from the original squad. You know, the scout. Like, you know, you have to. This is like your moment. Like, hard after what she did. You know, sacrificing herself to let you guys go ahead in the plane. That was like, you know, don't make her sacrifice. You know, so redundant.
Yeah.
I think it's especially the way we've lost everyone from the scouts.
Yeah, it's insane.
Is that Zero?
It's Zero just walks in. He's been scared of the fireworks.
Okay.
No, but I want to see Levi. One last moment, one last hurrah. I've already accepted he's gonna die, but as long as he goes out and plays with glory.
For us, like I would have just wanted him just go hack and slash on Zeke. Like just do whatever you want. Just brutally get rid of Zeke.
I don't know if
he won't get that. Will he?
No. I don't think we're gonna go see him go beast.
We're not gonna get it like that. Even if like let's say Zeke's body's still there inside the Titan, it's not Zeke or he's like Eren's still controlling everything, isn't it? So it's his personality's gone. But it's mad to think the fact that the Colossal Titans he's all spawned. Like they're not the same level as Armin's Colossal Titan, but they're still Colossal Titans.
Yeah, they're just mindless, though, aren't they? And they can disperse. Like it seems like they can disperse steam at the whatever Eren wants them to do. Like
that's what I mean. Doing it anyway. Like Eren is just pretty much giving them instructions. Just do that. They don't have a mind of their own in that sense. That they're free to move how they want.
Mm-hmm.
So
it will be scary enough. Like,
but like going back to it, he was chucking rocks, took down quite a few of the blimps. Like,
he took out all of them in the end, didn't he? Because they said
actually, technically, he did take out all of them.
All the blimps, which was crazy. I didn't think they go down that easy, but.
I mean, to be fair, the rocks.
Yeah, the minute they summoned Zeke, it was over.
Chucking them out is probably like meteorites or something.
He's like the perfect anti-air. Like we've seen that before, but then obviously. The last hurrah when they saw him coming, oh my god, on the plane.
The plane, because everyone's like, okay, all the blimps are gone, now we're fucked. And it's like, wait, what's that plane?
Oh my god.
The plane doesn't look like it's gonna survive.
No, I think he's dead.
Oh, it's definitely not.
He's dead, isn't he?
Yeah,
the way he was saying it, like, okay, you guys jump out, I'm just gonna,
he's got to crash land it.
I'm not gonna crash. I'm gonna do it right, I feel like, oh god, you didn't get much development from all of them, but
But the what you gonna call it? But then the way Rainer, man, Rainer.
I think that was the best bit because the way his parents, like his dad, or whatever the word, they're like, oh, what about when they talk about him and Annie and that, like,
and they knew instantly that they were on that plane as well, kind of thing. They knew that's what they were doing.
But the way, like, he transforms in midair and then just.
Honestly, Rainer, I think I've said it before in the podcast and everything. Rainer's singing so many L's. That was the most rawest moment I've seen where I went, "Oh my god, Rainer!" when he just slammed.
I think, especially with like everything that happened with Zeke and everything. I think you need something. Yeah. Like I still prefer him so much more than friggin' a Berthold.
Berthold, so do I.
I think that Berthold because of his character was a bit weak.
Yeah. Like, I agree. Luca won't, but we won't get into that today. But
that's another controversial topic.
And just to clarify, it's not that I like Berthold. It's just that I consider them. I'd speak about them all in the same breath because to me, all three of them are just as bad as each other. So,
the crime
they're bad. That's what they've done. But he is a mid character, and the other two are three good characters.
These guys seem to think that one of them is more innocent than the other one.
No, we don't.
I don't consider it innocent. I'm saying Berthold doesn't have much of a his personality's just shit. He's just.
That's fair enough. That's acceptable. I don't like him anyway, so
as a character, I don't like it. Don't get me wrong. In terms of crimes, they're all as guilty as each other. That was my point. I was trying to get across.
Everyone's guilty now as well. Yeah. Everyone's done shit now. But the
everyone's guilty as each other now. But
Also, I want to say. So there's another theory about the final audio. So it's another bit where Armin jumps out the plane and shouts Eren, right?
Yeah, and he just did that, didn't he? So
I mean, it's kind of like Tanjiro and Nezuko at this point. Like he's shouting Eren every 5 seconds.
I know he's not helping me, is he? He's not helping me. But I get what this guy was going on about because, to be fair, in the audio, like the way the panels were going, like the way they're lined up. Is you got the rumbling which you can kind of hear in the audio, and then you hear a plane coming, and then Eren. But the thing that stops me from thinking it is that moment is the fact that you don't hear. I feel like if it was, you don't. To me anyway, I didn't hear it, but you don't. To me, you don't hear the transformation, right? Like the Rainer's. I feel like you'd hear Rainer's. They add that at the end.
The thing is, like with Armin, he still hasn't used it, has he? Like he's still reserving it, isn't he? Like it seems like he's gonna use it till the last second. Like
I still think I still don't think they've shown that final audio clip, but I see where people are coming from, basically.
But the fact that you had this from the exhibition, all this.
I know.
Like,
and it's
the fact that we knew like. He already knew what the ending was going to be. I mean, but that audio you heard was like over a year ago, wasn't it? Like
easy.
But that exhibition, I don't know if that exhibition had it maybe even longer than that. You know?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm going from memory, and then also like I found some clips and stuff on YouTube that still have it. But oh my god, ever since I listened to it, because I waited till I went to the exhibition to listen to it because I knew I was going. But ever since then, it's been in my mind rent free. I don't know.
Now it's that it's connecting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we are literally in the final bit now. This is like do or die. Whatever happens, whether
like the plan is like kill Zeke, stop Eren. That is the short of the plan now. So
in a nutshell, but it's easier said than done, isn't it?
But
we don't know how much Eren is capable of in this form. We haven't seen him.
And consciously, we still have the thing where, even like with Ymir and that, like, how much control does Eren truly have inside himself? Like
exactly. Like, is Zeke, even needed at this point? Who knows?
So many things. I still like. A part of me still thinks Ymir is still running the show deep down.
Potentially, like,
you know what I mean?
A bit.
That's what I mean. Like, she could be putting the thoughts inside Eren's head.
I like to think that as well.
How? Yeah, of course. No, my initial thing was still that like Armin in the final audio is shouting Eren because Eren's about to do something to help, like but he has to like sacrifice himself. That's still my like anime-esque kind of.
Do you know something? A part of me also thinks, is he doing the Lelouch route?
Yeah, I know. This is it. Like that's what I expected as well. But
make himself become the villain at the end, and make the world resent him, and then they get rid of him.
Yeah,
and then.
But now it's like, but the thing is, Lelouch didn't do any of this shit. Like, he didn't do.
No, that's what I'm saying. In that sense, but Aaron, you've murdered so many people. You trampled so many people.
Yeah.
At this point. It's not even like you. It's not just the Marlins. Like everyone, even the Eldians are gay. Everything.
For the longest time, that's how I thought this series was going to play out. And now they've just thrown this whole last arc. They've thrown it through a blender, and I don't know anymore.
I mean, what threw it off was the moment that Aaron was controlling from it way before even he was born.
That bit is one of the biggest plot twists I've ever seen.
The fact that the power of the Attack Titan could do shit like that.
Peak fiction. Absolute peak fiction. Incredible. No, how many chapters are you guys predicting left now?
So 1, 3, 4. Yeah. So I don't know, because he said he wants to end it like in the next,
didn't he, or something?
Yeah, I'm honestly. I was about to say,
and I've just seen at the top it says to be continued in the January issue.
Yeah. Oh.
December.
No, yeah, but apparently I've heard someone talk about that.
And... sorry, I was gonna say. So in Card Captor, they did the same thing with Nakayoshi. They forward the month with the issues.
Yeah, so this one would be the December issue. And
December, it's coming out for January. It says January issue, but it's coming out in December.
But it's because some people got confused about that as well, Luca. I saw on Twitter people were like trying to clarify. I
don't know why they do that, but it does. But I've seen so many mangas, like in terms of anime based.
So I don't think they're missing.
Magazines and all that. But even if the thing is, I think
I'm predicting 2 or 3 chapters left.
Huh?
I'm predicting 2 or 3 chapters left. Is my prediction.
I was thinking around, maybe 4 or 4. I think 4.
Then again, you got the Zeke bit as well.
Yeah.
Oh, then you got the Zeke bit.
It depends, because technically this chapter it felt shorter, didn't it? Because it's just a lot of images.
Yeah,
I think it was. I think the last few could have more pages potentially as well. That's an option.
Yeah.
That's
How are they going to do this with the anime though, coming out next month? Is the anime going to finish first? How are they going to do it with the anime?
No, I think the anime, remember, it depends if they're splitting off the anime.
That's true. It's only part 1, isn't it? It got confirmed.
If they could easily cover the first half, that's not an issue. And then the second half, they could finish it within next year.
Yeah, that's good.
Because I'm sure COVID has probably set them behind schedule as well. So that's maybe even why we didn't get a second trailer, because they just didn't have the time to make one.
Yeah.
They released 4. I'm trying to think. It depends if they're doing the 30 episode route or not. I don't know, because they said that they might do the weird number for the thing instead of the traditional 20 odd episodes.
Which they need.
I mean, even if they did 20 episodes, technically that would cover around 5 months worth of content, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how they're doing. If they're just doing the first bit of Marley and all that,
Yeah.
Like the whole infiltration and all that, if that's just the first bit.
Yeah. But yeah, that's true. That's quite a lot. Maybe it'll be longer.
I think if they confirm there's more than 20 odd episodes, then then we're safe. Right, but I don't think they will do that route where the anime. I hope they don't. The anime has its own unique ending, because so far they follow the manga.
Yeah, and there's no reason for them to do that either. Really.
Do you know what's funny? Because this was a long time. This was even before you watched it, Luca. So when season 2 came out, or when season 2 was announced in terms of the anime, everyone or most people were saying it's going to follow its own path from the manga.
Oh, yeah, because there's only 12 episodes, series.
Yeah.
Series 2.
Yeah, so everyone's like, oh, they're not even going to cover the stuff in the manga, are they?
Yeah.
And then it was the manga all the way through.
Yeah. So to stop now would be just silly.
Yeah. It's just...
just how they adapt it.
It's just whether they... Like I said, if they have more episodes, then they have enough time to finish it.
This is it, yeah.
If they do half the series...
Yeah.
And then...
I think they'd struggle with, even 25, so I think that's got to be, the minimum... The minimum has to be 25 episodes.
I think they can finish it in 30 episodes.
Yeah, there's just so much that's been covered since then.
It just depends on how quick they show the stuff.
Yeah. I hope they don't rush it. I hope the pacing's alright, but yeah, we won't know.
This fight right here could be over in an instant. We don't.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Technically, you know what's funny though? A lot of fights, even we've had in big series where the main fight build up, even I know you haven't watched Naruto on that, but with the fight between Naruto and Sasuke in Shippuden, that fight was shorter than the original fight they had in the original Naruto.
So yeah, it was.
Even technically, even the fight against Yanwash and that wasn't actually that long. Like in terms of the fight.
No, yeah. So
you know what I mean?
That's true, yeah.
So it's a tough one. I mean, that one's a bit different in all the time constraints. So it depends on how they would have wanted to do that. But I know
they did say they would he technically would have finished this year, wouldn't it? But obviously because of COVID and everything,
everything got put back. So
everything got put back. But I think on schedule he was gonna have another 3 or 4 chapters left.
Yeah. Oh man, this series, man.
But like I said, they could do extra pages or whatever for the last chapters, or I don't know. I just hope. I don't think the fight's gonna be very long though, because of the short time we have left with the series.
I think it's probably going to be about 2 chapters.
Yeah, I think something like that.
I feel like that's what they were leading to this, like with this and stuff. It depends, like you say, how much they add post.
The thing is, also, we have to also question whether if it's going to be as much of a fight in that sense, or more of a conversation. Throughout.
True.
Because obviously, Armin's trying to go through the more civilized route, or trying to communicate with Eren face to face.
Yeah, I'm really interested at what their plan is in terms of what everyone's role in this fight's going to be. Like Mikasa, Jean, Connie.
The biggest thing is, some of them are just going to straight up die.
I feel like most of them are going to die. And
they could all end up dying, for all we know. You know what I mean? Like, for humanity. Like, I don't know whether they get rid of all the time. Well, technically, I was thinking of all the time shifters. Do you know what? I'm curious to know whether the curse gets removed.
Yeah, that was like one of the original kind of things. Like, if that's what he's going for.
Technically, because obviously, like someone like Annie, she doesn't have much longer to live.
Yeah.
But if somehow the curse is gone, does that mean she gets her life back?
Yeah.
But this is it. Like anything. Now we've got Ymir. And Eren has all of his power. Like anything is possible. He could do anything, and it'd be fine. But. It's just a matter of perhaps Eren getting back in the pilot seat.
Yeah.
Exactly. The thing is, right now we don't know how much influence Ymir has on him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For all we know, he could be in the pilot seat, and this is actually
he could be.
Yeah, that's the thing. But
in which case, get Ymir in the pilot seat.
Jesus Christ, she was running this shit better.
Eren's like the definition of a purge.
Yeah. He's basically doing that.
With Ymir, she was like, I'm going to curse half these people.
The curse of Ymir.
But it's, you know what? Like, as far as the stories has come, this is it, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
Well, we're finally getting there, and, it's been a long journey.
Yeah, honestly, this is like gone down. I never thought when it started. I never thought it'd be as high on my list as it is, but it's honestly peak.
When you first watched anime, it was really cool. Like,
it was
unique. You didn't see it like that, but I didn't think it would get this good.
No way. And the twist that you could never see coming. It's a masterpiece, man. I've always said it like it's a modern masterpiece.
Again, this is that argument with the big 3 and all that stuff. For how we said it before.
It doesn't mean they're the best. In terms of all round.
Their favorite anime or whatever. You can have this as your favorite.
Easy.
I mean, you know what I mean. There's some scenarios. It depends on how long you've been watching anime for to compare.
Speaking of which, this is, I think, my first experience watching an anime. Where it ends. With me along with it.
Yeah, because technically with Bleach, you didn't watch the anime, you just read it. One Piece is the mangas, wasn't it? So,
it's gonna go on a lot longer. So this will be the first.
So I get to finish a series.
I hope he ends it well. I'm sure
it's not a bad series to finish on.
I'm scared. That Isayama interview always comes up, and it's true because it's on that final exhibition. I remember being scared then when he's like, over time, I wanted to hurt the reader. He's like, I want to hurt them. So it's
but the thing is, he's done that though. He's grabbed in so much to the point where half your favorite characters are dead.
Yeah, even some of the side characters you're like are dead now.
Yeah. Japanese George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, honestly, I'm thinking a character death for the chapter now. I think that's what he means by this final fight.
Well, at this point, they could all end up dying. Yeah. So You know what I mean?
I'm thinking Ape Titan next episode. Levi's gonna fucking die, isn't he? Like next chapter is what I'm fully.
At this point, for Levi, but for me, I could like he's my favorite character as well. But with Levi, but like you can accept him dying if he gets.
At this point, definitely,
yeah. As long as he gets the Ape Titan how he wants him, but he won't be the same level as if Zeke was conscious or whatever.
Yeah, no, it won't, and he'll make that. He'll make that apparent. He'll make that a point.
The thing is, we have to remember this is an injured Levi without fingers.
Yeah, and like, Levi just wants to do it for Erwin. He's alright with going out, I feel, after that kind of thing.
Because in some ways, that's kind of like all the scouts, they've moved on now, isn't it? Or like the original scouts.
Yep. Everyone he trusted is either dead or has turned into a massive homicidal titan in the form of Eren. So it's not great for Levi so far.
I miss the days when Levi and Eren were... homies.
Yeah, same. I honestly do as well. I love that.
But again, the Eren situation is now down to like mainly between him, Mikasa, and Armin.
Armin now. It's come back down
the
to
rest
the trio.
Deal with,
and the rest are now going to be treated as fodder, and we're going to cry all the way through it because I think.
It's what I'm going to fear about because like even like characters like Jean, I do like Jean and that, but like Jean, I don't know how much they can offer in this fight.
No, exactly. I feel like they know they've got to sacrifice themselves in this. They've seen everyone else do that.
That's what I mean. Like, are they going to do the typical thing where they open the path for like Mikasa and Armin?
Armin and everyone. Oh my god.
Everyone like they end up sacrificing themselves for them to reach Eren.
Eren, yeah.
And I feel like because of just based on anime experience, that can happen.
Yeah.
They can't path open for you.
You're gonna get there, and Eren's gonna be like, "Get the fuck out of here, losers," and then boot them out or some shit.
Kill them.
Get them as well.
Swap them, and I'm gonna be very sad.
But
yeah, I mean, it's
all theorizing.
This is a masterpiece, obviously.
I need the next chapter every month.
You'll always have its spot in anime. Like, even though it's a series that came out a lot later on compared to some of the older series.
Yeah.
It's a unique story. It's a very unique story.
Yeah, not the twists in that. I've never seen a series like that. Like, I love the plot twist. One of the reasons I fell in love with that series, Kokias, was because of the plot twists. But this is now.
Exactly. This one hits more because it's more darker.
Yeah, and just so out of nowhere, but then it makes sense. Everything makes sense. That's the thing. Isayama had this planned. And that's what makes it a great story.
The whole thing with Lelouch is very sad.
Yeah.
But then, if it happens to one of the other characters in Attack on Titan, it's going to hit harder because of how much they've been developed over time.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man, I can't wait. But I'll rate the chapter, I suppose.
As a build-up chapter, I think for me like 8 out of 10 because I don't want to give out the big numbers just yet.
I don't know.
I know you want to give it a higher, but
I want to give all the chapters a 10 at the moment, but I think I'm going to give it like I want to give it like a 9 for now because just how
I'll give it an 8.5 because I want to just put an extra little something in there for Isayama's art.
Yeah. So good.
I think don't be surprised if the next chapters are like all 9s or 10s or whatever.
That's what it's gonna be because it's reaching the end of one of the best series.
That is what it's gonna end up having. Let's just hope he doesn't screw up the ending.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Unless
he doesn't screw up that execution at the end, then we're fine.
Then we're fine. We're safe.
You can retire the series with a high rating.
Exactly. But yeah, so far incredible. Really enjoyed the chapter. One of the best chapters we've had in a while. But then at the same time, it's been fucking good lately. He's been feeding us Isayama. But if you enjoyed that, then thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, then please consider subscribing. We'll be doing these chapter reviews every month, and we also do this philosophical podcast every week. Sometimes with our friend Lou, if he decides to turn up. And we also do Shonen Jump, lots of like My Hero and
we do a lot of episode reactions
and
reviews,
episode reactions.
And look out for especially good Attack on Titan.
We'll probably have if that does end in like the next few months, we'll probably have a video out on that. Definitely.
Yeah, and hopefully like we will moving forward start developing our video editing and all that stuff change our content up a bit more and maybe bring in new series like theories or whatever.
Theory videos and stuff. We wanted to do that at the beginning, isn't it? But it's been a bit of a struggle.
We haven't had time much time.
Hopefully, I'm in the process of building a computer, so hopefully I can help more with the editing side. but yes, if you are interested in any of that, then please consider subscribing. Leave a like if you enjoyed our little review of the chapter, or anything else we spoke about. Let us know how long you think there's going to be left of the Attack on Titan manga, or if we are literally at the end now. But yeah, if you enjoyed, then we hope to see you in another video. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.